Right after the first victory against the various clans of demi-humans, there was internal strife within our clan. Alicia Selleck had fallen ill after the war, and he had one foot in the grave. The time came for him to choose a successor, and no one was surprised that he chose Alicia Selleck in lieu of better candidates. "But Mama's a suitable leader," Avice protested. "She brought the clan up to what it is today." "You may argue that, Avice, but at the price of many lives. I acted as her advisor, so I know. And it was after knowing Alicia's true nature that I decided to run away." "Why?" Avice retorted, leaning forward. "Why did you leave the Keepers of the Blades?" "Just after Alicia Selleck died, and your mother was made the leader of the clan, she ordered the complete annihilation of the Oracle and his family." Yarra and Avice were thunderstruck by the revelation. She looked at Avice and wondered how he would take the news. By the look on his face, it was obvious that he did not want to listen. His hands were firmly gripped against the glass, with his gaze downwards at a particular, yet unparticular spot on the carpeted floor. "That can't be true, Nainoru," he said weakly. "I can't make you believe me, Avice, but that was what happened. She claimed that they were powerful creatures who could prove detrimental to our former clan's existence, and so her word was made into a reality," Nainoru said, pouring herself another helping of brandy. "Of course, the word was spread out that the Bloodlust clan's surviving members killed them all, with their motive being revenge. But a few of us within the Keepers of the Blades knew what had really happened." Avice made no move to protest this. Although it sounded far-fetched, he knew that his mother was capable of doing so, having ordered him to kill Yarra for the very same reason. He did not know how to react. Yarra, although she felt sorry for Avice, could not help but feel anger coursing through her as well. She felt betrayed, having helped the very woman who was responsible for destroying her only possible link to the past that she wanted to know so desperately. Nainoru was a shrewd woman. The defeated look of acceptance on Avice's face told her all that she needed to know about the situation. "She used you and tried to kill you afterwards, didn't she?" Yarra nodded. "Avice was tasked in doing so, and he didn't want to." Nainoru smiled. "How odd it is that we both ran away for the same reasons, Avice. Is that why you came to me?" Avice rubbed his eyes. It pained Yarra to see a cloud of depression hanging over her mate. A world that he had once known, filled with trust and respect for his mother, his leader, had come crashing down. It would take more than a few days to recover mentally. "Look," Nainoru said kindly, without waiting for his answer. "It has been a long day. Why don't you go get some rest? There is a guest bedroom just at the end of the hall, to your left. You will find blankets in the cupboard." He nodded weakly and got up. Yarra made a move to go with him, but Nainoru stopped her. "Will you stay with me for a little while? I would like to have a few words with you." Yarra was torn. She was eager to comfort Avice, but a part of her was inundated with curiosity as to what the old woman had in store for her. She kissed him on the cheek and assured him that it wouldn't be long. After he had left and she heard his footsteps going across the room that they had been directed to use, Nainoru gestured for her to sit in the spot now left empty by Avice's departure. On her face was a look of guilt, as one would have before confessing their sins. She offered Yarra more brandy, which the younger woman refused. The drink had done enough to not so subtly warm her body up, even if it did not entirely eradicate the fatigue that persisted otherwise. Rain still continued pattering outside, although it sounded like it was slowly coming to an end. The only light came from the still burning fire in the fireplace, crackling as it consumed the 2 piles of logs in it. A sweet smell of oaken wood filled the room, reminding Yarra of the cabin she and her parents used to go to during winter. There was an awkward silence between them as Nainoru struggled to find the proper words to say to her guest, and so Yarra decided to start. "Thank you for your hospitality. I know the circumstances may seem odd, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate it in mere words." Nainoru nodded, half smiling with relief for the Yarra's initiating the conversation. "If anything, dear girl, I am obligated to help you, considering what I have done to your family." "My family?" "I was given the task of killing the Oracle," Nainoru replied. "Did you?" "Why don't you find out for yourself?" Nainoru smiled. Precognitive minds are able to sometimes go back into specific times in the past, if there is a proper link there.